This single line of source code can change the whole World Wide Web. The rest of the source code is an empty web page that is shown on the left side on the screen. From our repository, we install the application WODA just by dragging and dropping a file into the empty web page. The progressive web app loads in a blink of an eye, and it serves responsively on any kind of screen size or device. Also in our repository, here's an app from the car rental company Sixt. With the same simple drag and drop action, we install the application into the WODA environment in the empty web page. If you think that everybody can do such things, then have a look at the state of the art of Google Drive. You can drag and drop files in between folders, and it simply works. The file ended up where you dropped it. Here it is. Now let's have a look if Google is capable of doing that if we have two Google Drive web pages. It's all Google products, so it shouldn't be a problem at all. We will do one Google Drive on the right side and one Google Drive on the left side. They are even all in Chrome. Now we go to the same directory, and you see on both sides we see the graphic, and we try to drag and drop it. It works fine. But look, if we want to drag and drop it into the second window, it does not work at all. Let's head back to our two web pages and have a look again into the source code of the empty web page. This is the one line you see on the left side. This script code is just an entry point to have script on your page, but it doesn't do anything. This is all the magic, a line of code which is capable of changing how the web works. Styling is also empty. Let's explain a little bit more in detail what happens here. The WODA file which we are taking via drag and drop is a machine-readable descriptor of the application so that the operating system, once the one line of source code, can completely load it, though it never saw this application. This is also true for the Sixt application, and we can combine applications via drag and drop because the machine can read it. The Sixt application was created on a hackathon at TU München in 2018 within 12 hours for 2 people. Sixt challenged us to create a mobility provider service interface that can be implemented by any company, for example, Emmy, and because Emmy is not so known, also Uber. Now the WODA application has access to 3 software services from different companies. As a customer, I combine the services of Sixt and Emmy with a simple drag and drop action. Emmy scooters are loaded as Google Map markers into the Sixt app seamlessly. Since the mobility provider service interface is independent from any corporate, you can do the same thing as a customer with your Uber fleet. Though this is only a simple demo, you can easily imagine how you now go to the Sixt service desk in a digital way and order an Emmy or an Uber car through Sixt. Of course, you also can install the Sixt application directly into the empty web page without our WODA development environment. You see, it simply loads in full screen over 2 web pages. When we reload the web page, the application is gone again, because all data is only there while you use it on the web page. With the same components we prepared at the hackathon, you can in minutes recreate the complete WODA web development environment via drag and drop. Here's the What panel, the Overview panel. Now we put in the Sixt application. Ask your best developer if he is capable of reproducing an existing application that fast. Let's take even the details dialog, and again the mobility provider Emmy, and you see we can do exactly the same things as in the application before, though we create it live in this moment here just for the use case of integrating mobility. Of course, we are not limited to integrate technologies, services and objects only from mobility providers. We can do that basically for any kind of technology, any kind of market, and any kind of vertical where you want to create a platform service. Finally, we take the actions and we again recreated what overview details and actions, the complete WODA write once, deploy anywhere environment. Now let's even use some kind of dashboard elements, for example, for IoT demos, and we can immediately interact with the objects from third-party vendors which we never understood in the documentation or anything. You can just use them and they work right out of the box. Since everything is live, a simple reload cleans the complete environment and work again and doesn't leave a trace of anything you did before. Our unique simple repository allows you to browse the enterprise architecture of any corporate with all their UX elements, business processes, business services, systems, and infrastructure elements. Even our own application WODA is created like that, and you see the simple drag and drop loads the complete application as you are already used to. Within 10 minutes, you can recreate this kind of drag and drop components from nearly any existing software out there on the planet. Here, the compiler less is used in our own repository, and we can immediately see in real time what kind of stylings are available. Here you see all the theme variables. Here you see a live compiler for a web page, and you see the current default theme is a relationship, and we can simply exchange the theme by a sixth theme. So, and the web page immediately recompiles back to our own look and feel. It is also possible to create a new theme just by typing in what I want and the name for it. Let's assume a theme for Deutsche Bahn. And if we create that, we get a new theme where we can modify the live CSS variables. And you see it's the same kind of theme because we didn't configure it yet. And now we are changing on the fly the color of the header color to red for Deutsche Bahn and gray. And you see it immediately recompiles when we leave the fields. Do you already feel how we changed the web? We do live interaction on objects and software services from any company within seconds. We can create new web pages, combine business services, and all with this very simple one line of code. Once a machine-to-machine communication kernel, let's unfold all these powers which no one else has. Join in our project and conquer with us M2M supremacy.